Welcome back, Swifties. Our Taylor's got married, finally, right? Last week, I believe it would be. You're going to be watching this on Saturday. So this is like a week after she got married, right? I thought I would check this out on Channel 4, Taylor, A Story of Love. Now, it might be, tabloid, just nonsense, mightn't it? But as most of you guys are watching from America, on the off chance that it is any good, I thought I would react to it,
It is just developing. It was just put in my hand. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have announced that they are engaged.
Every single outlet on every news station in the world wanted to talk about this story.
You literally had newsrooms being ground to a halt.
When was the last time, the last celebrity marriage that sparked such furore? Is that the word to use? Is that a word? That's a word, right? Elizabeth Taylor to, well, Richard Burton, I suppose, right? But Charles and Diana. What would other... Is there anything that is comparable?
Because this news had broke.
Taylor Swift's engaged?
It's like panic, but the most positive panic you've ever witnessed.
Oh.
Sweating. Oh my God.
It was all over social media. It was truly a cultural event.
Taylor Swift is engaged. Are you joking?
I got like 100 DMs. It felt like your best friend getting married.
Taylor and Travis just got engaged. Class is canceled. Get out of here. We gotta go.
Taylor Swift's Instagram got something like 37 million likes, one of which is from the Prince and Princess of Wales.
It is literally a wave of people that have invested in this woman's romantic life.
Guys, we're trying to concentrate and do work here, and Taylor Swift got engaged, and it's just very exciting.
This is like
I wonder if she got an invite
for the wedding of the century.
This was such an exciting moment for us, but her journey to love started so long ago. It started when she opened up a notebook, scribbled down her first heartbreak, and decided to turn her life into music.
The late 2000s, and the charts are a fever dream of glossy hooks and industrial strength sex appeal.
The music was very
Pussycat
high
Dolls, I
energy,
remember those dudes.
sexy and sexual.
Women singing about sex, about lust, through a really kind of grown-up lens.
But the high-end polish of the charts was a far cry from the world of country singer Taylor Swift.
Y'all want to hear some country music?
At 18, she was a self-assured outlier, trading...
That is kind of a... That's an interesting way to frame it, isn't it, It's not an incorrect way, I suppose, but to look at it through that lens, I suppose, of the time, if this little, I mean that in the best possible way, I suppose, this little country singer out of Nashville is gonna become the biggest star on the planet by some distance. It would just seem she wouldn't have been the most likely candidate, at all, would she, man? At all. I mean, apart from her, nobody probably expected that she would break out of that country pop thing, I guess.
Gloss for a unique brand of innocent Southern charm.
It's all about the songs, man, isn't it?
Here you have
It's all about the songs.
Very young,
for everyone.
all-American, blonde country girl from Nashville, Tennessee. And that makes her quite unique among huge female pop artists, particularly at the time that she first hit the mainstream.
Right now, you want to hear some Taylor Swift?
And it wasn't just her Southern charm that stood her apart. When Taylor released Love Story, she redefined the charts by trading adult realism for a storybook world of high school crushes and fairy tale endings.
We were both young when I first saw.
It shows Taylor Swift in a castle, at a ball, in kind of Renaissance, Regency, Middle Ages, Rapunzel styling. You get that feeling of the youthful fantasy and yearning, the idea of planning her wedding day, and it's intoxicating.
It is, isn't it, man? The fairy tale nature of her storytelling. That's a big. I think it's a big deal for any artist, you know, to tap into. To tell your own story, but to be aware, I suppose, of the archetypes and of the myths and legends that have gone before, because there's power in all of those stories, isn't there? So I'm just thinking, because many artists fail at trying to do that, don't they? Because they do it superficially. So I suppose that's when you hear songs or artists or whatever, and it's just like, it just doesn't connect, you know, it feels cheesy. It's because they're trying to use those storytelling devices without understanding the history, the underlying structures themselves. That's why, isn't it? You know, and that's why Taylor is so good at it, man, because it's her thing, isn't it? You know, she's never tried to be anything that she isn't, I suppose. She's never tried to be anything that she isn't. But she's many, many things, isn't she, you know? And we do within us, I think, contain infinite possibilities. I'm paraphrasing Daniel Day-Lewis there. I think he said the thing he loves, one of the things that he loves about performance, even if it's an illusion, is that we do within us contain the potential for infinite possibilities. Forgot what my point was.
Love Story is a kind of happy version of Romeo and Juliet, a really fantastical idea of what love can be and what it can do for a person.
And it's that idea that dreams can come true. The prince can have the princess.
Yeah.
With
That's
that
a powerful
particular
thing as well.
track, she really sets her stall out as, I am looking for this kind of relationship. This is the kind of relationship I believe in.
But Taylor's fairy tales didn't start in a castle. They began in the pages of her diary when she was in high school in Nashville. From the moment she picked up a guitar, her music became a real-time map of every crush, heartbreak, and obsession.
She was writing about her school crushes, her boyfriends, anyone she'd seen that she thought was cute, you know, that was going in her school notebooks.
And by the time she sat for her first press interviews, those school notebooks had become her primary source of material.
I really like to write songs about relationships, and I like to write about boys, and I love to write about every aspect of love. I think that it's really fascinating to me how many angles there are to a breakup.
She was singing about
so
the
cute,
kind of
man,
things
with a proper Southern accent, you know.
with, and I think it was for that reason that it really captured the attention of a lot of young girls and younger women. It really spoke to something that I think all of them kind of grew up feeling.
It's interesting, I think, the artists that have gone before, you know, the obviously a young female audience has always been something that pop music has aimed at, I guess, you know, whether that's, you know, your Britney Spears fans, your Madonna fans, your Beatles fans, you know, that's the Beatlemania, isn't it? You know, those images, it's all young women going mental about, you know, these artists that, you know, just blow their minds. So why, I suppose, I'm just thinking, why did it take so long for there to be... Because Madonna sold her thing on, I guess, on sex appeal, right? Was that, or even the Spice Girls, I guess, in a way. That girl power thing, you know, like... Maybe it's an evolution then, I don't know. I'm just trying... The thing I wanted to say, or the thought that I'm trying to unravel is... Because Taylor is such a great role model, isn't she, you know? I think. She is, right? She's had maybe, I was going to say maybe she's not perfect, but no one's perfect, are you? You know, we've all got our flaws that we need to work on continually. So I guess her only one would be picking the wrong dudes, right? But having said that, you know, that's provided her with a lot of material, I guess. But was a female audience crying out for an artist with integrity? And Taylor can do the sexy thing, and she did do the sexy thing, didn't she? Like, you know, after a little bit. But it felt different, I guess. Is that what I'm trying to say? Gosh, only 5 minutes in. This is giving me quite a lot of things to ponder.
Following the massive success of Love Story, Taylor's career goes into overdrive.
Taylor was stepping out of her small town Nashville country girl era. She was being played on radio stations across the world, UK, America. She was doing really, really well.
And as Taylor Swift is getting bigger, social media is also becoming a big part of people's daily lives.
This, my friends, is my gold record.
MySpace was hugely important for Taylor, and she's really kind of showcasing her life for her audience and fans in a way that feels really intimate and new.
You know, I'm thinking about getting like a chain to, you know, attach to it so I can wear it around my neck when I go out in public, you know.
And that really does deepen the connection that she has with the people that are listening to her music.
For her fans, the line between Taylor's lyrics and her life was about to blur in the most spectacular way as she enters her first high-profile romance with teen superstar Joe Jonas.
So in the 2000s, the Disney Channel is massive. It is this machine pumping out kind of tween and teen heartthrobs, 3 of whom are the Jonas Brothers. And Joe Jonas, he's kind of viewed as the numero uno of the Jonas Brothers.
Joe Jonas was like her first big public relationship. 2 teen stars coming together, and the fans couldn't get enough of it.
Previously, her relationships had been high school dalliances. This was very, very different. Suddenly, the whole world was interested in who she was seeing, where they were going, which awards show they were turning up to.
I was very much in the age range who cared. I loved the Jonas Brothers. I loved Taylor. I was delighted.
But this teenage fairy tale doesn't last, and it's Jonas who ends it.
She was still very, very young.
This voiceover is very ominous, man. It's like I feel like I'm watching a true crime or something.
Be dumped in this way by one of the biggest celebrities in the world. It's utterly heartbreaking, humiliating. She was absolutely mortified.
So what happened?
Taylor's private world was now public property.
Taylor was dating Joe Jonas. And if it's too tough, then just tell me it's too tough.
Yeah. Bringing a level of scrutiny that forced her to navigate her personal life whilst running a gauntlet of media interrogations.
And how do you make it through and past something that was so difficult? And clearly, you're still very, very hurt about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've written about it, and I like to write about my life. And as my life changes and things happen, I write about it.
The song that captured her heartbreak was called Forever and Always.
This thing is breaking down, we almost never speak. I don't feel welcome anymore.
The words are just spilling out as she sees this person pulling away from the relationship. And there's a line in there where she says, I hold on to the night where you looked me in the eye and told me you loved me. Were you just kidding?
I hold on to the night you looked me in the eye and told me you loved me. Were you just kidding?
And the pain is completely palpable.
When you flash back to when he said forever and always.
It's Taylor realising that maybe Prince Charming guy or situation that she thought she was maybe in doesn't actually always really exist, and actually that person can become the villain as well.
The song gave her fans the story, but it was her appearance on The Ellen Show that turned her personal life into a national conversation.
This is when Ellen was the hottest, most sought-after talk show to be on. And Ellen asks her, she's like, oh my gosh, I hear that you're not with Joe Jonas anymore. And it was a breakup.
Can you be friendly? Is it okay?
We haven't talked since, actually. So it's like, yeah.
Which you know,
been
who
really
does,
quite
right?
composed and charming and really, you know, not very kind of visibly angry or bitter about the end of the relationship at all, until that moment when you can see in her eyes she thinks she's about to do something quite naughty, and then she kind of drops that bomb.
You know what? It's like when I find that person that is right for me and he'll be wonderful. And when I look at that person, I'm not even going to be able to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18.
Like, there's a real kind of flash of the teeth. But I kind of love Taylor for that.
Everybody goes through that at some point, that sort of betrayal. To know that Taylor Swift felt the exact same way you did, it's almost like, it's like a safety net. It's like, oh, well, Taylor's gone through it and she was okay and this is how she dealt with it, so like, I'm gonna be okay.
That Ellen interview sets the tone for every...
Is that how it makes people feel? Taylor's gone through it, so I've gone through it. It is something everybody goes through, I guess, right? I suppose the difference for Taylor is that you can't do it privately. The same with, you know, I suppose that's the price, a price that is paid for success and fame and that, right?
Everything that comes after it, it creates this precedent that she is going to be that open and that we're going to be on that journey with her.
By the age of 19, Taylor Swift's songs of love and heartbreak have made her the biggest selling artist in America.
Wow.
But her nomination for a prestigious MTV Video Music Award is the young artist's biggest moment yet. And everything about Taylor's arrival leans in to the innocent, storybook image she's become known for.
Taylor Swift. It was framed as Taylor Swift's sort of debutante ball. She arrived on the red carpet in a literal pumpkin carriage. She is wearing a silver Cinderella gown.
Yeah, playing with
her
image
first
and
VMA nomination.
eras and everything already, right?
But the fairy tale was about to be interrupted by one of the most infamous moments in pop history.
Beyonce and Taylor were both up for a Best Video, and Taylor wins.
Taylor Swift.
For her to not only be in the same category as Beyonce, but beat Beyonce is huge. She looks beautiful and graceful and shy and bashful and surprised.
Thank you so much.
And the next minute, suddenly, Kanye West is on the stage.
Kanye kind of materializes behind her, takes the mic and says, I'm gonna stop you there.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
And Taylor is just on stage looking completely stunned. She's kind of shrinking in on herself and she doesn't know what to do with her hands.
Man, brutal,
on this worldwide stage, Kanye is shaming this young kid at the moment that it should be her moment. And it's horrific.
I think mentally for her and psychologically that must have been a really difficult time to come away from and think, you know, what is it about me that made someone do this?
Who was Mr. Nice Guy?
Taylor, are you dating Taylor? You got Taylor's mom's seal of approval?
Taylor.
After all the furore of the VMAs, Taylor must have been in quite a bad place. She's really been through the mill. I can imagine she's feeling stressed, emotionally strung out. And then she meets this guy who offers her a sanctuary amongst this storm that she's going
Author
through.
Taylor in love. I don't think I noticed that before.
Taylor
Wow.
signs on for her first acting role as a cheerleader in rom-com Valentine's Day.
So I guess I'm always skeptical about books like that, you know, Taylor in Love. So this woman, most of these people they're interviewing are journalists, I guess. There was a radio presenter or something, right? So what, they're cashing in on that, you know? Is it all sensationalism? Is there really any substance or value to any of these books, you know? Actually, have you guys read any, you know, books about Taylor Swift that were worth it, you know? Aside from, I guess, official, well, even including official releases, actually, I guess. Not sure what's out there.
Sparking a new fascination as the lines between the script and her real life begin to blur.
I'm on the dance team.
Maybe you could show us a little bit.
Thanks for watching. If you would like access to the full thing and loads of other extended content, Taylor Swift, One Direction, Miley Cyrus, videos of me playing my songs and others, link in description.